And Cathy Newman, who's in Westminster.
Thanks, Chris. Well, while Westminster has been agog at news of the most wide-ranging cabinet reshuffle of David Cameron's premiership, far from the corridors of power, the powerlessness felt by many young adults has been laid bare. A report by the Institute for Fiscal Studies sets out stark details of how young people have been hardest hit by the recession and its aftermath. It found that just over a quarter of those aged 22 to 30 still live with their parents, and wages for the under 30s has fallen by 11%. Here's our economics editor, Paul Mason.
It's work, it's hard, and technically it's part of that great creative industry that's supposed to dig us out of the economic mess. But these young women who run a set design business in East London know all too well what the economic crisis has done to wages.
We're often given a budget to work from, and we might pay ourselves nothing if we want the project to look amazing, and we might pay ourselves, I don't know, a few £100, depends on how much time and effort. And
an hour. How much do you think you're actually earning?
Oh God, an hour.
No idea. I mean, we try and balance up free work and paid work.
At age 27, they graduated in the year Lehman Brothers went bust and have, like their generation, interned, worked part-time, moved from job to job. They work now as a co-op because it makes the money go further. How long has it been since you had like a regular well-paid job?
I've never had a regular well-paid job.
You've never had one?
No.
And do you expect to have one?
Yes.
Well, we expect that what we're doing now will build up to become something that we can call a regular well-paid job, but at the same time it will always be not. It will always be slightly odd. We don't know any different because we haven't, we came at the beginning of that, so I don't know what it would be like to have a lot more money.
Since 2008, young people have been hit hard. The number of under 30-year-olds in employment is 4% down on the boom years. Meanwhile, their average household income is down 15%, though the incomes of the over 30s have fallen by less. And that, in turn, is because hourly wages are down for young people by 11%. This woman's job is to help young people form co-ops. She says they're being driven by pure necessity.
Young people are starting to realise as long as we fight each other for unpaid work or low paid work, we remain incredibly powerless. That is a mad situation to be in. And actually the only way we can change this reality is if we start collaborating and cooperating and working together. And that way we can not only create jobs, but actually begin to create work that we're in control of, that we have a say in, generate an income, but also do something we love, work with people we like, and have a positive social impact through our work.
On average, half young people's income goes on housing costs, but today's report says things could get worse. For young people, 5 years of falling wages have coincided with 5 years of near zero interest rates, and the ability to share houses and even rooms has worked in their favour. The fear now is that as interest rates rise and so do housing costs, the real incomes of the young are set to plummet.
You have huge numbers of people sharing rooms, people living in warehouses. I share a room with 2 other girls, for example.
A room?
A room with 2 other girls, not a house, a room, just so that I could generate have enough money to set up my own company.
As for the set builders, they're on the road tonight to work at a music festival. The technical term for what they'll earn is peanuts.
Now, at best they're indifferent, at worst downright hostile. Voters have rarely held politicians